Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale with a bonus video. Today, there has been a bit of a spoiler that is leaked on the new heroes that look to be coming pretty soon inside Clash Royale. Now, a quick disclaimer here, if you do want to be surprised by this stuff, then don't continue watching. Number two is that this was a client update. What does that mean? It means that sometimes Supercell has to put in the codes for future updates inside the programming, which allows people out there to data mine the information. And even things that aren't active in game, we can see the coding and get a feel for what these new cards, in this case, these new heroes will be like. So that is the disclaimer, guys. I want to get to the heroes. Before we do, I do want to cover the rest of the post as well. It's by asdamp. I hope I'm saying that right. All right. So basically, he did 2 to 3 hours of data mining here on Reddit. He posted this about an hour ago now from the time I'm recording this. He says, a new arena, the arena king of the hill. To me, that probably is Electro Valley, and that was just a code word. Now remember, a lot of the values that you see here are subject to change, and a lot of the specific names are just code words put in there by Supercell to not tip off what it really is. So included here is the most recent update, as well as some of what looks to be the next update, because there's a lot of Christmas stuff in here, as well as the new heroes. Okay, so he talks about quests. Some quest changes are coming up. Use X time low-cost spells is now a rarer quest. Daily quests give away gold, rare card, common cards, and gems in different orders. So this is a buff to the quest system, which we were promised by Supercell. Very happy to see this. Free chest quest. Wow, free chest quest. Say that 10 times fast. Count as a pinned daily quest, and they're not skippable anymore, so no more skipping free chest quests, and that is daily. Chests. Supercell said there will be 3 new kinds of chests. That sounds like we already got those chests. However, theme chests, such as a Christmas chest, might be on the way. Lightning chest rerolls are based on trophy count. You can see this 0 to 800 to 1400 to 2600 are the trophy thresholds for you to have 2, 3, 4, or 5 strikes on your new trophy or lightning chest, excuse me. Miscellaneous, fixed to the drag glitch, Christmas decorations found in game files, a reference to a new event, the Fortune Target. New challenge, Modern Royale. That's interesting. Maybe it's the opposite of Retro Royale, where we could only use the original cards. Maybe it's only cards from the latest, year or so, or the most frequent patches. We also have new Christmas music, which I will link for you guys to check out in the description below. And the reference to a Heartquake effect, it could be used by a hero or by a new Earthquake spell. Also, Christmas skins, really cool. I wonder if there'll be troop skins or just limited to tower skins. We'll have to see. Okay, heroes. This is what I really want to talk about today, guys. So again, hero ability cooldown, 1,000 milliseconds. It sounds like that probably would change. It doesn't seem like every second a hero ability should be being used, but we'll have to wait and see anyway. Definitely, these values sometimes are just entered in very loosely, and then they're fine-tuned throughout the, after the client update goes live until the next update. So don't read too much into this. Tournament max hero level is 1, and you can see a few lines down, hero max level is 10. To me, that sounds like it'd probably be different too. Tournament level standard might probably be like 5 or something like that, because if you go by the ratio of epics and legendaries, it's about half of the overall max level. So, but then with legendary cards, I guess it's not. It's 20%. So maybe that is the case. I don't know. But minimum level right now is 1 for tournament level standard. Hero enabled false. What does that mean? Basically, that's why they're not in there live in game. When they change that value to true, then we have access to the heroes. Hence, a new update coming. You cannot mirror a hero, and you cannot mirror a hero ability. Remember that. You cannot mirror a hero ability, because we're going to come back to that in just a moment. You can only have one hero card in the deck, and there are 2 heroes in the game so far. Barbarian King and Archer Queen being the 2 heroes taken from Clash of Clans. So we can maybe even use that to speculate a little bit on what the hero abilities might be. Remember, it's the Iron Fist ability for the Barbarian King in Clash of Clans. It's the Royal Cloak ability for the Archer Queen in Clash of Clans. Now, this is where the real interesting stuff is, and these are where we can kind of read between the lines and speculate a little bit more. These are the names of the coding of the heroes inside the coding on this client update. Not in use 1 and not in use 2, both have the rarity of a hero. They have a range, so not in use 1 is the Barbarian King. Not in use 2 is the Archer Queen. So sight range, deploy time, speed, hit points, obviously the king having many more than the queen, all subject to change, of course. Hit speed, the queen is about 3 times faster than the queen. The king is 3 times faster than the queen. Load time, the king is double that of the queen. So hit speed, load time, I'm not sure how that kind of will jive in-game. You can see the damage speed, all subject to change. Range, the queen has the long range, obviously the king does not. Special ability, special range, special load time, special ready effect. All of these we'll talk about more in just a second as we scroll down. The attacks ground, yes, on both. Attacks air, only on the Archer Queen. Obviously the king can't attack ground, air units, excuse me. Projectile effect, X-bow attack is the name of the projectile effect of the Archer Queen. Don't know what that means exactly. I sure hope she's not literally holding an X-bow. That would be OP times a million. File names are Knight and Knight. Again, don't read too much into that, just placeholder names. Damage effect. So they have damage effects in here. Barbarian and Musketeer could be placeholder names as well. Although it does make sense that they might spawn a Barbarian or 2 and maybe a Musketeer for the Queen as their special ability. The reason I say spawn as a special ability is because it said earlier, we told you we were going to come back to this, right? You can't mirror the hero and you can't mirror the special ability. So why would they even say that? They can't mirror the ability if it wasn't some sort of a troop or something. So I do think that maybe, and not locked and loaded, but maybe they do spawn something. Spawning a Musketeer would be incredibly strong though. So maybe it's just archers, I don't know. Death effect, in Clash of Clans it's barbarians and archers. Death effect, it sounds like they both have a death effect, and it says Barbarian die and Musketeer die. So what that tells me is maybe when the heroes die, their spawned units also die. That's why the death effect isn't necessarily a positive thing in this case, it's a die. So that's what I would speculate there. A move effect, Barbarian steps, Musketeer steps, don't know what that really means. A spawn effect, Knight deploy and Musketeer deploy. To me, that means that they do have a spawn effect, kind of like the Ewiz or a Mega Knight, but exactly what that is, it's hard to get a good read on that based on this information. Shadow scale, we don't care about that. Ignore pushback, true, means they can't be affected by the log or the bowler's boulder. Health bar, they have a separate health bar. I wonder if that means that they're going to be separate from the cards. I kind of think they might be. They might not actually be one of your 8 cards. It might be like a 9th added thing that you can add to the deck. I don't know. Maybe like one-time usage. This is just speculation. Kind of. Let's get back to the facts here, guys. So, attack start effect, spawn radius, projectile start radius. Sounds like the Archer Queen does have a projectile effect similar to the Princess, just based on the context clues here. And then spell assassin and character musketeer. Not sure exactly what to read from that, but it looks like they have special sort of deploy features, as well as a bunch of special effects on both of these heroes. So guys, that's all I have for you now. This guy, again, asdamp, did say that he would update this if he finds more information, so I'll include a link to this as well for you guys to go ahead and check out. Check in from time to time if you're curious about these new hero effects. Hope you enjoyed this bonus video. Huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well in the description below. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.